Hi, welcome back to BSC Army, the first decentralized autonomous organization on social media for Binance Smart Chain. So I'm Christine and I'll be the host for our live AMA session today, and we're welcoming a representative from Buffer, Rick. Before that, I just want to notice that we're broadcasting from the BSC Army YouTube channel. So again, if you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your notification for other interesting videos that are coming out every single week. So as usual, we will have two giveaways, which are the pre-live giveaways and the in-live giveaways. So the first one is where I'll pick 5 winners from the lucky wheel by the end of this live AMA session. So stay tuned until the end to see who are the 5 lucky winners. And don't forget to claim your reward after this live as well, because we'll be posting the full instruction on our BSC Twitter account. And the second one is where 5 of the best comments slash questions will be picked during the live by me and our moderators. And those 5 questions will be rewarded in total 100 USDTs, just the same as the pre-live giveaway. So those two giveaways will be rewarded in total 200 USDTs. Stay tuned until the end to claim your reward. So right now, we are welcoming Rick from Buffer. Can you give a little introduction about yourself and what are your positions? What is your position and what is the vision of your project?
Hey, Christian, thanks for inviting me. So I'll start with introducing Buffer Finance. So basically, Buffer Finance is
Mm-hmm.
an options trading platform that works on a peer-to-pool model. So what it does is it brings it brings the options trading platform in centralized exchange to decentralized model where anyone can buy options not from an option seller but directly against a liquidity pool. So, for example, if you think that BNB price will gonna rise next week, you can just go to our portal and you can buy a call option. And if it does go up, you'll get profits. So that's how it works. And you can buy it directly against a liquidity pool. So anyone can become a liquidity provider, just like PancakeSwap and other AMMs. And when someone buys an options against a liquidity pool, they have to pay a fee, and that fee is distributed among all the liquidity providers. So that's how the protocol works. Other than that, there is a key token which is an integral part of overall ecosystem. So anyone who holds token can stake their tokens in our staking pools, and they directly get percentage of revenue, which is right now fixed at 50%. So we distribute 50% of our revenues to all our stakers. So yeah, that is the baseline of what we are doing. In terms of vision, we want to be a default option trading platform, and like right now we just provide support for BNB. With time, we'll be also adding Ethereum, BTC, and later stock options like for Apple, Alphabet, and Amazon. So anyone can buy a decentralized option for any asset around the world. So it's fully globally accessible. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, thank you for your very descriptive introduction about the whole project. So, can you tell us what like is your position from in Buffer and how do you contribute to the project and how did you know like how did you get the idea for like this whole project?
Yeah. So basically, I am co-founder of Buffer, and I come from a technical and financial background. So I have been, working as a data scientist in one of the leading life insurance company, and then I went ahead and started trading stocks, then cryptocurrencies, and slowly options. So my co-founder, who is the technical co-founder as well for Buffer, we both sat together and discussed a lot of problems that right now centralized cryptocurrency exchanges have. For example, there is a most of the centralized option trading platforms have liquidity issues. So, and also they're too complex for retail investors, right? So we decided to, build something that can be used by anyone without a lot of financial jargons. And if, they have any viewpoint about future price of any asset, they can make profit out of it. So yeah, from there we started building out Buffer, and right now we are already on the testnet, fully functional and ready to go on mainnet within 15 days. Our IDO is coming up on 20th of September. So yeah, other than both of us, we have mm, five more team members who take care of UX, UI, and front end development, marketing, community management. I specifically take care of business partnerships and product management, and also the financial part of the whole product. And my co-founder takes care of the whole technical and product development part. So yeah, these are like basic responsibilities. In terms of partnership, we have already Data on board and Chainlink for providing price feeds. That is the key essential part for building any platform. And then we have Super Launcher as our launchpad partner, and Lithium Ventures, who have invested in us. Also, we have recently done a strategic partnership with True PNL, which is a algorithmic trading bot. So there is a high audience match with them, and yeah, these are like key strategic partnerships. And we are also working with Crypto Buddy to provide us crypto consultancy and crypto research.
Yeah, it's really impressive that you have not really like a huge team, like a huge backup team for you for like the whole project, but you guys still managed to work this out very well, and clearly you guys have come like really far on the way. So can you tell us more about the upcoming idea of your of Buffer? What are the details that the investors would like to know?
Yeah. So IDEO, as we speak, True PNL IDEO was started on 16th of September. They have already reached their target.
Mm-hmm.
Upcoming is on 19th and 20th. So 19th, Lithium Ventures, they will be hosting our IDO. It will be starting at 2 p.m. UTC, and 24 hours after that, Super Launcher will be hosting the IDO, and we will be listed on PancakeSwap by 20th of September, 4:45 UTC. So this is the overall timeline for the IDO. And I guess for investors, they can read through our documentation. Uh, by default, like we are keeping the supply and market cap quite low so that we leave enough money on the table for investors. Right now, the market cap is $352,000, which is quite low compared to many projects that are launching, and given the market size of options. So yeah, I guess, and the specific details like IDO IDO price would be at 5 cents per token, and the listing will be done at 7.5 cents. So that's a direct gain of 150% at the time of listing for all the IDO participants. And post listing, we'll also be starting a staking pool where all the IDO participants can directly stake their IBFR, which is a native token, and directly earn BNBs. So that's that would be launched immediately after IDO. So yeah, these are the basic specifications. And regarding detail vesting, we have already attached a document, and anyone can join our Telegram, and our community managers will assist them related to all the questions they have.
Yeah, so do you have any private sale or like seed sale or public sale details with because I'm sure like a lot of
Yeah,
users would really have a lot of concern about this, like the price and like what are the vesting policy?
right. So private sale, we have already closed. We raised about $150,000 there, and for private sales, we kept the vesting quite harsh. Like for example,
Mm,
the vesting was 5% upfront, and the remaining tokens will be released over 10 months. So this was done for a reason that the private sale was just at 1.2 cents and we'll be listing at 7.5 cents. So that's a direct gain of 6.25x, right? So that's why the vesting was a little harsh. For IDO participant, the vesting would be 30% upfront, and then there will be a cool down period of 15 days in which the product will go on mainnet, and our staking pool will start immediately after we are completed with the IDO, and within 15 days the tokens will be released. The IDO tokens will be released over 8 weeks. Okay, so total vesting by will be done by end of November last week.
mm. So part of aside from that, what are the utilities of your token IBFR token? Yeah,
Yeah.
like what can it be? What are your use cases for this native token?
Yeah. So one of the most important utility of IBFR token is it makes you owner of the revenue of the protocol. So if you hold
Mm,
IBFR and you go and stake it in a pool, you get 50% of the revenue that the protocol is right now making. That percentage will over time might increase, and that also will be decided by the IBFR token holders through our governance proposal. Right now, it's kept at 50%. So, for example, and the revenue is directly 4% of the volume. So, typically, seeing volume of about $1 million in a day, you can expect about $40,000 of fee being generated every day, right? So that kind of scale we are looking at. If someone, so 20,000 of that would be distributed among the stakeholders only. So they will be just staking it and they will get 20,000 every day. So these are like tentative numbers that we are expecting. And the remaining 20% also will be used later on for buybacks and burns so that we continuously keep decreasing the supply and the value of token keeps increasing.
great. Yeah, sure that you have prepared like a really good mechanism, a really suitable mechanism for your own native token. So next up, I would like to know um can you like list at least three key points, like three selling points for our audience right here, to convince the investors to maybe invest in buffer in the IVFR token and like maybe hold it for the long term?
Yeah. So so base is the product line that we have over our options platform. As I told that there's an option platform where you can custom build your own option and buy. This is something that is very difficult to find in centralized exchanges. And since there is no counterparty involved, you can decide on what strike price and at what option size you want to buy. But again, we do understand a lot of retail investors do not understand the intricacies of options. So what we have introduced over our options platform is a prediction game where you can just play it as a prediction game. So you can just tell whether you think BNB price will go up or down and place a bet. Okay. So, and the third and the key product that we have is insurance. So anyone can come and buy insurance against price fluctuations. For example, if you feel that BNB price might fall, you can buy an insurance directly from our insurance pool, and you, if in case it does fall, you will be paid
Mm,
the amount that you have lost. Okay, so these are the key products. Now, from the investor perspective, so not just the utility of the overall product, for the investor perspective, the key part is the tokenomics that we have kept. We have kept a very steady and slow release, and at the same time, we have also made sure we start with a very low market cap, so that
mm,
the product slowly discovers its market cap, and all that value goes to the investors. Okay, that price appreciation, if it happens, goes to
mm.
the investors. And the third and the main reason someone can invest for long term is a revenue sharing scheme, where, like, you can just buy, hold back, and stake, and you will keep receiving BNBs for lifetime as a passive income if there are enough users. So yeah, that's
Yeah, yeah, I think just by those 3 points, a lot of users would really turn their like whole attention to Buffer and see what's coming up next in the way. So,
right.
I mean, as we all know, there are a lot of scam projects out there in the market currently, and a lot of like those have faced rock bulls and yeah, all of that. So, do you have any do you have any like system, audit system or like security system that would guarantee the trust of your users and like protect their wallet, like by investing
Right.
in Buffer?
Right. So, as buffer is first, the first security measure is it's completely decentralized. So there are no transactions that are recorded off chain. All the options bought, sold, and exercised are maintained on chain. So there is no off chain data like any decentralized exchanges that are quite popular. First is that. Second is, we have extensively tested the whole protocol, and already the code base is open source, as well as we have a test net which has been tried by more than 3,000 participants right now. And it has been quite robust. And uh, in test BNBs, we have received about 2,700 BNBs as liquidity. So that is the second. And third is, the key part is, we are getting it audited by PeckShield, which is one of the best audit firms, one of the BSC Shield winners. So that process is underway, and that's where we are actually waiting to go on mainnet. The time they release our audit report, we'll be ready to go on mainnet.
Yeah, so where are you guys on the roadmap right now? What achievements have you guys gained for yourself, and what are the next goals in maybe the last few months of this year and also for the next year as well?
Yeah. So basically, as I told, the product right now is fully functional on the testnet. So that we have already done the first level of auditing, and we have
Mm,
released it on testnet for users. We are waiting for another more, uh, more stricter auditing done by PackShield. And in terms of users, already been used by 3,000 plus participant on testnet. So and who, out of them, about 300 to 400 users have been using it on recurring basis, week on week. Uh, so we expect them to continue on mainnet as well. In terms of product development, right now we are at a very, even when we have everything ready, we will still say it's an early stage. By end of Q4 this year, you will see we will be expanding to other chains like Polygon and Avalanche, and also supporting assets like Ethereum and Bitcoin. And post this year, we will be further increasing the supported assets, including common US based tech stocks like Tesla, Apple. Alphabet and Amazon. So anyone can come and basically buy options against stocks of Amazon, for example, directly through our platform.
Great, great. Yeah, we would love to see all of that, coming true in the future. And we really like impressed. We are really impressed with what you guys have gained, have achieved for yourself in the past. Well, there's still a long way to go. So, yeah. So next up, to expand the community that you guys are, growing right now or nourishing right now. What kind of marketing strategy do you have in plan for Buffer? And what um, what kind of like traffic, what kind of customers or users that you guys plan to hit on the most, like you guys are targeting right now? And what do you have to say to attract and grow the community globally?
Yeah, yeah. So we are working towards increasing the community, specifically engaging traders and uh,
Mm-hmm.
speculators who basically have some viewpoint about future asset prices. And in terms of marketing, we have engaged, like influencers and um, although we do want to keep it a lot towards organic marketing by producing more content and basically educating the users on how to use the protocol and how they can actually benefit it. Option trading is always much better than spot trading because it allows you to buy much bigger sizes of you basically it allows you to take position on much bigger sizes at a very smaller rate. So it's generally, you can buy position over 10 BNB without actually owning 10 BNB. So that's a very valuable thing that needs to be told to users. And other than that, we are also starting our affiliate marketing where anyone who buys through a referral link, whatever fee they pay, some percentage of that fee is directly given back to the referrer. So this is the network effect that we are working with. Also, our partners, they are the community. They basically have the community which has a direct audience match with us. For example, True PNL, which is quite popular in Turkey and Russia and Europe. They have a trading bot, so a lot of traders are using it, who become direct audience for an option trading platform as well. Similarly, Super Launcher. In terms of growth around the globe, right now we just have a Vietnamese group, so we support, yeah. So we because Vietnam has been becoming one of the biggest cryptocurrency market, and investors are much more informed than other geographies. So we
Right.
started with Vietnam, and soon we will be also including Chinese um, and Turkish and Arabic groups. But yeah, so that's the basic plan to partner and educate and support multiple geographies.
Yeah. Is, because community supports defines mostly like it would define like a project success. So it's always the best, like it's always the most ideal thing to know where to start and then like just, grow from there and eventually you will reach everyone in the world. Um,
Yeah.
so thank you for all of your answers. We have clearly learned a lot more about Buffer, and for the next section right now, we will have the Q&A from the community right here, from the audience who are watching the live right now. I will pick 5 questions from our audience comments, and those 5 winners will get the in live giveaway after this live, and we will post it on our BSC Army Twitter account, and along with the instruction on how to claim your rewards. So let's get started. Um,
Yeah.
the first question that we have is holding IBFR with becoming a liquidity provider allows investors to benefit from the project. If investors with small capital should choose which way will bring more benefits. This question is very very specific, to be honest. Yeah, and this is not really a easy one to start with. But yeah, can you give a full answer for this user right here?
Yeah. So the thing is, holding IBFR and becoming a liquidity provider. These are two separate things. So what an investor with limited capital can do is they can become liquidity provider by providing liquidity
Mm-hmm.
in our pool. Against that, what they will
Mm-hmm.
get is a RBFR token, which is kind of a LP token that you get in PancakeSwap, right? So this
Right.
RBFR token then can be gives you right over all the fee that we generate from the options fee, right? At the same time, this RBFR token can also be staked and you can earn IBFR token, and this IBFR token can be further staked to earn revenue percentage. So it's a good virtuous cycle that you can use to increase your APYs. And right now, it will be difficult to predict what the APY is, but the APY will keep on increasing based on the volume we get. So yeah,
Yeah, I think that's a really smart answer for this person right here. Thank you for that. So for the second question that we have up next, limit order is the most current and handy feature that several top AMM platforms have lately adopted. Will Buffer Finance implement this feature?
yeah. So we already have Oracle in our platform. All the prices are coming
Oh.
from an Oracle. We are using Chainlink for price feed. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I guess that answers the question. Like there is no risk of being hacked because there's no data that is being provided by the admin, and we are also, as I told you, being audited by one of the best audit firms out there. So yeah, it's quite safe to use the protocol, I guess.
Yeah. So, where can our audience find this information? Is it on your website or on your white paper? Do you
Yeah,
have
the
any like
information
specific?
is
Yeah.
yeah. So the information is available on the website as well as our white paper. So on and also the testnet is live. So anyone wants to actually try it out, they can do that. So yeah,
Oh,
and
great,
we have a
great. Thank
Telegram
you.
group. So if they have any specific questions, they can come and ask from the community managers.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, like getting the direct answer from the moderator is usually the best the best thing to do.
Yeah.
Um, so for the third question, holding IBFR tokens entitles you to a discount on the settlement fee required to
Right.
place a bid in the BNB price prediction game. What about other activities such as transactions?
Yeah. So, being an IBFR token holder, as I told you, you do not just get revenue share. What you can also use it for is getting discount over the settlement fee that the protocol charges for you from you to buy an option. Right now, the settlement fee is at 4%, and an IBFR holder will get it at a 50% discount, although that feature is still under building, and that will be launched after a few months of a mainnet launch. So that is another key utility that will be added to IBFR token.
So, can you go more into details, like dig deeper into the price prediction game that you mentioned earlier? What are the benefits for users to, participate in this activity?
Yeah. So how price prediction works is basically you can do two things. If you think that BNB right now is at $420 and you think after a week it might
Mm-hmm.
be at $480, first and the most common thing that most of the investor will do is buy one BNB and hold it, right? So if it goes to $480 and they sell it, they will make $60 per BNB. On the other hand, in prediction game, what a user can do is they can just say they believe that BNB will go up, okay, and they can place their bet. The so the bet would be at a certain multiplier, which is much higher than normal $60 gain. So, for example, if you at $420, you say BNB will go up next week by $60, and you do not have to buy a BNB. You just have to place a bet of, for example, $0.1, and if it does go up you get 60x of the return. So that multiplies your
Wow.
return by multiple percentage. So on the testnet we
Oh,
have a
this,
payment
yeah.
payout. Yeah, so on testnet we have a payout calculator. You can actually go there and while placing bet, you can check how much ROI you will generate at a particular price point. So at 420, if you buy up, at 410 every one dollar bet you will make $10, so that's how it works. So
Yeah,
exactly.
this is actually very interesting. I've never heard
Right.
of like any kind of game like this before. So you just basically put on a bet, and if your guess was right, you get the, get the benefit, right?
Right. Right, so you do
Yeah.
not have to hold BNB for that. You can just place a bet on the movement of price.
That's really interesting.
And
Yeah.
and the good part is it's not required that BNB should increase. You can also buy a down bet. So if BNB goes down, you get same ROI.
Right. Yeah. So you can just predict up or down, and then if it
Yeah,
goes the right way, you get your profit. Yeah.
exactly.
That is also another interesting, attraction from Buffer to the users. Yeah, I think this is quite really a killing point for your whole project. Um, so for the next question, the fourth question, while bidirectional pools and no counterparty have a useful purpose, how can an imbalance between buying and selling be resolved?
Yeah, so that's a quite interesting question. So by
Mm-hmm.
bidirectional pool, we mean people can buy both up and down uh, predictions directly against the liquidity pool, right? So how it helps is if you're buying something, right, you need a seller, and if you do not have a
Right.
seller, how will you buy, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that's a typical problem in most of the exchanges. You want to buy something, but you won't find any seller, and that's what we call illiquidity. Uh, on Buffer, there is no problem like that. You do
Mm-hmm.
not need a seller. The liquidity pool acts as a seller. So if a buyer wins, liquidity pool has to give it the profit, and if the buyer wins, and if the buyer loses, the liquidity gets the yield uh, and the
Mm-hmm.
fee that has been paid. So basically, liquidity pool acts as a house for a betting system, right? So
Right.
being a so there is no counterparty involved, and mostly there is an edge for liquidity providers, and like it's like 20/80 ratio, like 20% of the time buyer wins and 80% of the time the liquidity provider wins. So and the prediction games keep on going without any hindrance or bid ask spread that is generally there in many exchanges.
Right. Yeah. So, for the last question we have reached right here. in an exchange. In addition to safety, security, and speed, gas fee is a critical consideration. Therefore, is a 5% settlement fee excessive?
Yeah, so the thing is, right now the settlement fee is at 5%, uh, and this settlement fee is the fee that we make as revenue, and 50% of it, anyways, goes to the IBFR holders.
Right.
So, and other than that, this settlement fee will be again put on our governance proposal. If the
Mm,
IBFR holders feel it's too high, they can vote and reduce it. But at the same time, this fee is what is getting shared with them. So that will be decided through votes, what exactly it should be. The starting point will be 5%. And if you feel it's too high, you can always buy IBFR and participate in our governance and get it reduced.
right. Yeah, so we have finished all of the questions today, and of course, me, myself, and all the users, all the audience who are watching this live right now have learned quite a lot about the insights and how this whole business model of buffer work. And I hope your answers also have solved a lot of other people concerns as well. Next up, we are reaching the most exciting part of this AMA section, which is the pre-live announcement, the pre-live giveaway announcement, where we will have our lucky wheel turned up and see who are the 5 lucky winners right here. So let's open up this lucky wheel that we have. Yep. So let's hit the button. Okay, so we have for ourselves 5 winners right here on the screen. So those people whose usernames are shown on the screen right now, will you guys show up on the giveaway instruction and like how to claim your giveaway later on our BSC Army Twitter account? So follow up with all the updates and all the news to to get your reward, get your money. So right now unfortunately we have to say goodbye to our audience. But yeah, thank you, Rick. I have learned a lot about Buffer through your, thoughtful answers and like all the insights about this whole project. Do you have anything to say, lastly to our audience?
Yeah, yeah. Thanks, Christian. Thanks for inviting. It was a great session. Like the questions, I hope I was able to explain them well to the community. And yeah, like really enjoyed talking to you, the community. Thanks.
Yeah, I really
Yeah.
enjoy getting to know you and talking with you today. So guys, join our Telegram group to receive updated news every day about highlighted project, crypto news, and moreover, IDO information and a lot more, many interesting giveaways. And also join Buffer Telegram, follow their Twitter account, and look up to their website to know more about this amazing project and their prediction game. Um, okay, so right now, thank you all for staying tuned until the end. We want to see you more in the upcoming videos. So right now, let's say goodbye.
Bye.